Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? I'm ready for this. Ready? What's up, everybody? My name is Unconscious. I don't have a name because I record in the truck. No, that's not Jay. That's not Jay. I got one. I got one. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, carriers. We gonna do some car talk. That's not me. Hold on. Hold on. How we doing this, mailman Nick? Follow me on Insta. That's not me either. That's not. I am on it today. I'm on it. Hold on. I got one more for you. One more for you. Postal family, I love content. I love your comments and content and comments and content, and postal content is what I do. That's not me either. Oh man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. I love those guys. Don't y'all start no shit. I be in the chat group with them. Don't y'all start no shit. Y'all like, oh, Jay was picking on you. No, we crack on each other all the time. Um, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean, crisp? Is everybody irie today? Let's talk. Let's talk. There's a lot to talk about. Y'all boy, Dejoy just resigned. What's popping? What's popping? Let me go see let me go see who's in the comments first. Let's see who's in the comments. Oh man, let me say what's up. Eli, what's up? Anna, how you doing? Darrell, what's good? Yoshi, Rain, Diamond Love, Tyler, Susan, Praying Man, Mailman. This is BS. Y'all know what to do. Make sure he ain't in office next time. All right, Jose Negron was good. I think we argue all the time. That's my dog still. Oh man, don't say that. Elon Musk, the new postmaster general. Derek, it's my dog. Oh, I'm sorry, Rain. Pour another drink. Dominic, Mr. E, doing, brother. Susan, King Hazy, back to the back videos. Yeah, I had to do back to back videos because I didn't have the information in front of me and I sounded real dumb. I had to look it over again. And I want to correct a couple things. And then as soon as I was done with that video, they were like, yo, Dejoy quit. I was like, what's the chance of that shit happening, huh? It was all planned. It's a conspiracy theory. It started back in 19 something to something, way back when I was, yo, let me tell you about me, okay? I was born the son of a father who was a poor sharecropper back in 19 something something. I was raised on a farm. There was cattle. It was close to the rainforest, right by the beach. There was a lot of desert. What are we talking about? Let's continue. All right. Jake, how you doing? Will, what's going on? Tyron, Deron Williams. I don't know how to say that one. Spawn Sayon God. What's going on? From Tennessee, Jay Blackherd. Get an easier name, buddy. Elena, Ronnie, collective depression about to hit us like a brick. I know that's right. Pat Salvatore, I'm looking for some privatization news. Oh man. Oh boy. Hopefully not. Your guy, come in here and antagonize us. That's your job. We gave you an official job, York guy. Oh man. That's a lot of words. Xbox, what? Antcast PS4. You know what? Screaming Low, Seattle, Washington, Jersey. She had nice buns. Oh man. David Yang, how do we still get less than Amazon? Oh man. Love, how are you? Sunshine, the Rev Weber. Amanda, how you doing? Ernesto, JH, wanna be Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. That was my guy as well. All right, so let's get into the news, shall we? I open this up so y'all can argue in the comments section. This is y'all free fall. Y'all go into the comments section and just do your thing. Dejoy resigned after the NALC gets a new contract today. He stepped down as Postmaster General of the United States Postal Service after 5 years in his role. His resignation comes as soon as they finish that shit. He's like, yo, I'm out of here. This place is a sinking ship. I don't want nothing to do with it. As soon as they finish that National Association of Letter Carriers contract, the new contract covering 2023 to 2026. So they are going to be starting up basically, they should be negotiating on the new contract now because the new one's supposed to be negotiated by May of 2026. All right. Includable notable provisions such as consistent pay increases. Whoa, y'all are rich. I'm not picking at you. Higher starting pay for letter carriers, transition the workforce towards more career positions. I don't see how. Um, Dejoy, he did his thing. His cost-cutting measures, I guess, were not as efficient because he had a lot of pushback. Understand. So the new postmaster, acting postmaster general, was the deputy before Doug Tolino. Now, here's the thing. Remember those leaked articles that were leaked out there and they're saying, no, they're not true? His name was signed at the bottom. What did it say in there? 1.5%, right? I'm just saying, even my people that are sitting up top said, no, it's not right. But look what it turned out to be. The leaked letters that had his name signed on it said 1.5%. And what did it turn out to be? Don't shoot the messenger. This is a conspiracy. But it is what it is. But a conspiracy. But it is anyway. Tolino is expected to maintain continuity while the USPS Board of Governors conducts a search for a permanent postmaster general. Just like that other individual just said, it's probably going to be Musk. We all get free Teslas, every one of us. We're not going to make it to work if you live in the north because the electricity just going to, and we're not going to be able to do that because Canada's not giving us electricity. We all going to be screwed. Stick to the topic, Jay. I'm being animated. I can do this. I'm supposed to be watching wrestling right now. The National Association of Letter Carriers have finalized the new collective bargaining agreement covering the 2023 to 2026 season. All right, general wage increases of 1.3% annually with retroactive pay adjustments for those, like I said earlier when I was animated. Y'all should watch the end of that one. I was really into it. You are getting your retroactive pay. You are going to get back pay. 6 cost of living adjustments to protect against inflation. If inflation stays the way it is, your cost of living adjustments will be higher. Not as high as you want them to be, but higher. Um, to be factual, let's see, November 2023, it's 1.3% retroactive. November of 2024, it's 1.4% retroactive. November of 2025 this year, it's going to be retroactive as well. And then 1% in February of 2026, plus 3% COLA bumps over the life of the contract. That's about 5.2% in base raises plus 3% in COLAs equals 8.1% total over 3 years. It ain't life-changing, but it beats the inflation. Now, how's that going to affect you? When you see these increases in your check, for anybody that's been there for 10, 15, 20 years, they know you don't see no big, oh man, I got $1 raise. No, you're going to see some shit like, I think one of our raises was 7 cents, 14 cents, 27 cents, slight pieces just added here and there. So you're not going to see a substantial bump in your pay. So when you see it, oh, well, we got, X amount of dollars, you're not going to see that. It's just not a thing. So please don't think I'm going to see this immediately. Throughout the time, it will go up, but it's so small. It's not like you're going to be able to go out and buy one of those Teslas that's going to get gifted to us by Elon because he's taking over. There's There's a uniform allowance jump. It goes from $600 a year to $800 by 2026. All unused funds roll over. The real problem is the price gouging. That is where, sorry if y'all don't like this, that's where a Doge needs to come in and say, this doesn't make sense. Why are you paying $90 for some damn letter shorts? $90 for some letter carrier shorts. You didn't hear what I said? I said 90 fucking dollars for some letter. They're raping the post office. That shit needs to stop. That's where Doge needs to come in, because a lot of the contractors, no grease, no Vaseline, no baby oil. Diddy got it all. And they're just, to the postal workers. And when we out there trying to talk about we can only get 4 t-shirts and 4 pairs of pants and for y'all that are out there, a coat costs what, $500? Thank you to the guy that sent me that coat. Appreciate you. But that's ridiculous. They are raping the post office, the contractors that sell you guys the stuff. Um, the no layoff clause, which is what y'all really needed to hear, 6 years or more letter carriers. The no layoff clause works for you. Non-career conversions to PTF after 2 years, which was something that they did in the last contract, if I'm not mistaken. Outsourcing of our business, our letter carriers, the letter carriers, I'm going to say everybody, is blocked, meaning like UPS uses us. FedEx, you guys have seen it. FedEx will use us. Y'all will deliver. I don't know if they're using us much more. UPS, FedEx, Amazon, stuff like that. They can't do any of your work. So there's no contractor work being done. Oh, you're not going to see somebody deliver an express package to your door. That's not a postal worker, to be clear. And we're going to get back to that. I don't know. Any clerks in here watching? Are you guys that are clerks that sit at the window, are you guys giving a lot of refunds for the express mail not being delivered? That's a question. Because I've had 4 or 5 different people in different areas, and I'll read the comments later, that have been telling me that they have been refunding a lot of the express mail, which is basically the bread and butter, because it hasn't been delivered on time. You know how it used to be next day delivery, then they moved it down to like 12 o'clock, then they moved it to 2 o'clock, then they fail at like 6 o'clock, and then they end up having to give the money back to the people because the carriers ain't getting it there on time. What are y'all doing? Stop going to get your nails done. Go deliver that express mail. Anyway, has that been happening? Because like I said, they're refunding a lot of money. Healthcare is freezing. Your premium share won't increase. It's the same percent as 2023 so far. And the Uniform Joint Task Force. There's a committee with real union reps that are going to fight the price gouging. So you got to depend on your union reps to go after the local contractors that come there and they sell you the hats and they'll sell you the stuff and you're going to write it up. Okay, yeah, I'll have, X amount of stuff, and then you got to pay $80 for a shirt. It's crazy. Non-career raises, I don't say they are raises. They're slight bumps. The CCAs, they get a slight bump. The PTF conversions, in my opinion, should be faster, because a PTF can stay a PTF for years. It's weird how somebody can be stuck as a PTF, which they start off at a higher rate because they don't get the holiday pay in there. They get the Sundays kind of added all into it. I don't know. They could have did more, but again, like I said earlier, I applaud you guys because it's better than what you were initially going to accept. As far as the step increases, they were going to shave 4 before, if I'm not mistaken, but now they're back to 2. So I don't know if that was the exchange. Y'all got to kind of wait and hear whether or not they're going to try to justify that. I didn't read your contract. I just read that little bit that they put out on your website. The one thing that I wanted to ask, and I know that there's probably no mail handlers that are in the chat, is how come the mail handlers are not out there, you know, I wouldn't say picketing or demonstrating. How come the rural carriers don't have that as either? The one craft that I would assume would be out there trying to fight for higher wages would be the mail carrier. I'm sorry, the mail handlers, because they make the least out of everybody. And there's gonna be somebody talking about, yo, they don't start no shit. It's true. Because if they're starting, I think they're only like at 19 bucks an hour, 18 or 19 bucks an hour. I could be wrong. I haven't looked at their stuff in a while. They haven't, you don't hear nothing about them. How come they're not on the forefront? It's I don't know, whatever. Um, this isn't life changing, obviously, and the contract does not stack up compared to our private sector counterparts whatsoever. But this is where you got your contract. We'll talk about the dates and implementations and all that in a minute. But if you don't like what you saw, the same way y'all unified and said you were going to come together and stand up and vote no, then that's how you guys got to do when it comes down to your next contract. And your next president, I'm sorry, your next president. So I don't recall what date. I don't know when you guys are voting for your next president. It may be Renfro negotiating again for your next contract, and that could be disastrous. So if that is the case, y'all need to, if you don't like what you just saw, you need to get involved and say, hey, nah, man, I'm not happy with what you just came up with, what you guys negotiated behind the scenes. We need more transparency. You're going to need a Cariff or you're going to need a Henry. But again, I'm not sure whether or not they are, who's going to be negotiating on your behalf. Again, it's almost 1 year and 2 months when your next contract is going to be up for the carriers. And they should be starting the negotiations. If I'm not mistaken, they're supposed to start 4 months beforehand or starting to craft it beforehand. So you all came together, y'all demonstrated, y'all said no. Today is not the time to lie down and accept this. Y'all got to be more proactive. The one thing that I've noticed is that regardless of whether you're for it or against it, a lot of people have become more informed and involved in it, which is something that wasn't like that before. There were a lot of people that don't know anything about a contract. They didn't know anything about a Renfro. They didn't know anything about a percent raise. There's so many more people involved compared to years ago. And my opinion, which means nothing, I felt like years ago that the unions did not want people to be informed about the inner workings, because once you're informed about the inner workings, then you want to get involved with the inner workings. And that is prevalent and that's evident because of how many people voted this time, because you didn't like the inner workings. You see what I'm saying? And all the people that you guys have told me said, oh, my union shop steward or my union president told us that we're dumb because we voted no. And my union, they tried to tell us to vote yes on the contract. You see what I mean? So when you have those situations and you were able to, even though it's not a big win, you're able to make a change. Your voice is being heard. Small, but it's something. Don't be discouraged. There's a lot of people. I'm not reading the comments yet. There's a lot of people that are pissed about this. Small, but y'all are coming together. We have supervisors in this chat. We have postmasters in this chat. I know for a fact there's a station manager in this chat. I know there's a plant manager in this chat. In case y'all didn't know, my god brother is a plant manager now. If you're watching, congratulations, bro. Um, so I got people all over. I'm well informed. I ain't got none in the inspection service yet. I was trying to get my daughter in there. But just be involved. The more you're involved, the better it is. I was upset. I went to the carriers thing yesterday and I saw a lot of people there. It was beautiful, but I'm not a carrier. I expected more. I'm not supposed to be there. I'm not a carrier, but I wanted to show force. I was upset that a lot of my APWU people didn't show up there either. Their excuse why they didn't show up on Thursday was because it was a Thursday and it was 2 p.m. I get it. There's a lot of people on Sunday, but why the hell it only lasted less than an hour? I was a little vexed about that. In my area, it only lasted less than an hour. I was looking at the videos all around the country. Chicago came through like a dump truck. There was like 6 million people out there. I'm exaggerating, but they came together. Y'all keep it up. Keep it up. Y'all were flooded with all that red. And just so you know, because I don't like red shirts, I wore it yesterday. I sweat in it yesterday. I slept in it yesterday. And because I'm not going to get a big raise just like y'all didn't, I'm going to auction that shirt off to the highest bidder. It's starting at $700. Okay? I'm going to auction this. I'm going to auction this one off too. See that? US mail is not for sale. Someone gave this to me for free, but I'm going to auction this one off too. I'll wear it for 3 days. And I'm going to auction this one starting at $1,000. Okay? Gotta get that pay. My son likes playing video games. Back to the timelines. The timeline. So earlier I said once the contract, I can't imagine what kind of comments we got going on there. The timelines. Today they signed it. It'll take about up to a month before they finalize that. After they finalize it, it'll take another 2 months before they say, hey, this is the date that we will implement the contract. All right, so today is the 24th. There's going to be a specific date that the contract itself will be implemented. I'm going to just say June 1st. If June 1st is the day that the contract is implemented, everything from the last day of your contract expiring up until June 1st is what you will be getting paid, retroactive, back pay, whatever you want to call it for. Now, as I said earlier, calculating that, a mathematician, it's difficult. I had one guy that was able to do it, but he only did it for himself. You got to really try to go through every single hour. And when they implement it, it's going to take months before you actually see that back pay in your check. And because of the amount, just remember, this is the whopper. They're going to subtract everything that they normally subtract from you right now. They're going to take the couple pennies, the percentage towards your health insurance. They're going to take the couple of pennies and put it, I don't know if they're going to put it in your TSP. They're going to put it towards your Social Security. They're going to take the couple of pennies and they're going to put it towards your state tax. Everything they're going to tax. And when you see it, it's going to be broken down week by week or pay period by pay period and week by week. Week 1, you worked 47 hours. And this was how many hours regular? This was how many hours night differential? This was how many hours overtime? All of that for every single hour you work. It is so complex. So when y'all get frustrated talking about, well, damn, it's taking forever. The complexity behind it, it's madness. So we'll give you an example. If week 1 and week 2, you made an extra $220 gross, they're going to start pulling from that. And again, paying towards your old insurance and your old everything. And then out of that $220, you may see 150 or 140, depending on the area you're in. And then they start, okay, this is 140 for week 1 and week 2. And then the next step, I'm telling you, when you start seeing the breakdown, you'll be disappointed. You'll be like, I only made 140 here, I made 340 there, I made six, and you're gonna be so confused. I was disappointed. I remember I think I got it was like 6 grand or 7 grand. And once it was said and done, I barely walked away with 4,300. I was like, what? Yeah, it was rough. Nonetheless, that's how that works. When will you see it? I gave you a general timeline if you didn't watch earlier. Usually it takes them 4 to 6 months. And I remember because I did videos way back when saying when's our back pay? When's our back pay? And I believe we got it in November. It came right on time for Christmas, but people were so disappointed. Yeah, so now let me go in here and take a look. I know this information wasn't helpful to you guys, but that's as real as it is. Here we go. This is a great use for AI. It probably is, but man, trying to explain that to AI, you got to know every hour that you work, Dylan. Tax that ass. Still got a shower at the union office. See that shit there. Oh, I'm still waiting for my line H money. I don't know what that means. Mac and cheese, tell me how you can deliver mail with a cane. Also, you will not get any interest. I know that's right. Mr. E said it. New York pizza is the best. A one-bedroom apartment in Jersey is now $2,000 a month. Oh my God. Don't tell me 180 days. I'm gonna pull a Renfro on y'all and say just 2 more weeks. Just 2 more weeks, we'll take care of it. CG, when this contract start? I think I covered that without reading it. How much is a one-bedroom apartment? Eggs are gold. I know that's right. I went to go buy a half dozen of eggs. They said $48. Just kidding. Jersey cost of living observe. How come this was agreed on the 21st, but we're hearing about it now? I don't know. Was it agreed on the 21st? I don't think so. Christian Figueroa, first time in the live. How you doing? There is a lot of discontent with our union. Change it. Change it. If you don't like what's going on with your union, change it. I don't expect people to rebel against the union. Um, what I do expect is people to be involved with the union. I've been saying this for a while. I said, if you don't like what you see, be the change you want to see. Get like-minded people together. I have that group. I believe I'm doing a live with them soon, and they're running for I could call a slate, row B or whatever, but they don't like what they see in their local union. So they're coming together, unified, and they're running against the president, the vice president, etc. They're standing up for something. Whether or not they win is a different story, but at least they're not accepting. That's the key. Just don't accept what you're not so many around this country. We've heard it, we've seen it in the comments where people say their union president is, retired and he's never available. Union vice president can't reach them. Call the office, the secretary don't answer. They hold meetings, at odd hours. If you're not involved and you don't want to be involved, you just have to accept it. But if you want to be involved, you can't walk into a union hall with 15 people that have been doing that for the last 8 years and think you're going to make a change, just one person. You have to get like-minded people to say, yo, look, man, we ain't going to watch the game this weekend. We got to go on in and then do that. Be a change. We still waiting on what is ever going on with, politics. And hopefully y'all still have a union because it's weird that this negotiation just passed and then not Renfro, Dejoy steps down. There's more that's coming. I don't know what it is, but there's more that's coming. And I'm scared because I have no idea what they got going on. Now, for my APWU family, Mr. Diamondstein, they're done. Go get our stuff situated. If they got that, we need more. We need more. I'm just saying, we need more. So you get our contract done. But what lie was I telling before? Oh, yeah, getting involved. Please get involved. If you have a lot of the union vice presidents and presidents, a lot of them are retired. I have a mail handler president there that actually works in the building, which is good for them if they you know, if they find him. But y'all got to get people that are working that you're able to see on a consistent basis. And that's like-minded, because the battles that y'all are fighting today are different than the battles of yesterday. Oh, hell yeah. How you doing, Alma? Alma, you never emailed me. Bear? Oh, Shane is a troll. Oh man, come on, Shane. Let's see. Yeah, put some pants on. Yeah, I don't have pants on. How do you know that? Y'all can't see that. Jay gonna have a lot of material. All hell gonna break loose soon. Shit. You know where the material comes from? It comes from you guys. I get emails all day, all day, backstories, etc. What's going on? Geeked Up Live. Um, I get a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I read your comments. Like I said, I got a real good hypothetical with the 5 day a week work week. I don't know if you guys watched me earlier, but if you go into my chat, go into the comment section, I asked a general question, and the question was, do you feel like we should be at a 5 day work week? A 5 day work week. And somebody left a comment about that 5 day work week coming up. And I'm going to look like I looked at my last video. There's a lot of people that said no or yeah. I just want you to say, yes, I'd like a 5 day work week, or no, I would not. Because not in the live chat, but in the regular chat. Like I said earlier, I can't see my live chat when this video is done. I won't be able to see this for a day until it uploads. Um, I'm doing the data collection on that, and I have some statistics. Back in 2006, they actually tried that. So we'll talk about it. And I was like, oh shit. But the domino effect would be massive. So I'm gonna do a video about that. Um, I know I just froze for a second. I'm reading this food drive for the carriers this year. I don't know. Well, Sunshine, what they actually had as far as, see, don't make me give my video away. 5 days is Monday through Friday. No, they were gonna knock off the Tuesday and the Sunday back then. All right, so they had to have one weekday and one weekend day. So y'all would have split days off if it was for carriers. But this is for every craft. The oof, oof. If we only work 5 days a week, I can't bear the thought of the Mondays. That part. Geeked up 5 days. So I'm going to if you don't live off of overtime, yeah, the domino effect would be incredible. Like I said, put it in my regular comments, not my live chat when you get a chance, okay? Because the video it's a little fun video, a little fun video. I'm gonna break down what happens if you went to 5 days. And it'll be a disaster. She right about that. All right. Um, I was gonna have people call in, but I don't have the energy for that. Listen, y'all won something. It wasn't what you wanted, but you won something. I was calling people that don't know nothing about the post office and telling them that y'all won something, and y'all did not accept. Oh, y'all didn't accept. Eyes adjusting. Um, what they were giving you initially. Very small incremental raises, but when the math is all said and done, I don't want to give you a base number, but it comes out to like 4,900 bucks or something like that. Mm. Somebody gave a number. I don't believe the number. And I screenshot it. Bear with me. No, I can't see. The person says, I didn't cross-reference it yet. If step B is $29.29, step C is $30.85, step D is $32.42, step E is $33.72, step F is 35 and 2 cents, and so on. I don't believe that, but you know, I want to check that. I just got a text message. The Easter Bunny has arrived at the mall. I gotta go sit on the Easter Bunny's lap. Mind your business. All right. I should have took these damn glasses off. All right, let's see. How much per dollar? 1.3, 1.4. Treating us like peasants. Get somebody that's going to be in there that's going to be a pit bull. I know that I was talking to Corey. Well, I texted Corey earlier and we were behind the scenes. He's going to be doing a breakdown of this. So if you don't know Corey Walton, for some of you that don't follow him, listen to his podcast. He does have a channel as well. He's more of a podcaster, so you'll just be listening to it anyway. He's gonna break it down. He's gonna curse a lot. That's my dog, and he's gonna give you the breakdown that I can't give you. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So y'all know that I'm in safety. If you didn't know, now you know. I got a call today, and they told me that they are now monitoring you guys with your seatbelts. The Metris, the ProMaster, and the 2-ton. You're supposed to always have your damn seatbelt on. Don't play no shit. But if you move the vehicle, telling you, if you move the vehicle without your seatbelt on, it's gonna raise an alarm. Okay. Now, my little chat group, they came up with a remedy for that, and I'm not gonna condone it. But just so you know, they are monitoring that. So the Metris, the 2-ton, and the ProMaster. Make sure you have your seatbelt on. Also, the seatbelt itself, the place that it clicks, has a sensor. So if it's not leaning forward, like so, I don't know, I'm trying to look at the screen. If it's not leaning forward and you decide to put it behind your seat, it's gonna react as well and letting them know that it may be clicked, but it's not clicked correctly and you're sitting on your seatbelt. I know that in the Mercedes Metris, there's no two-piece seatbelt. So as you're delivering, because the door sucks and is thick, it's gonna be rubbing against your neck every time you go to deliver. So there's like almost no way to beat that. But just don't get caught, because then you got to give the union, you know, work to do. And if you don't have a good union shop steward, there you go. And a lot of the union shop stewards that are on here that are like, Jay, don't tell them these things. Hey, yo, listen, I applaud you if you're a fighter. Not every shop steward in this country are fighters. So if you are a pit bull and you're a fighter and you do the justice the right way, you got to understand, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that are in bed with management, the ones that are self-serving, that don't look out and don't do the job that they were granted to be put in there for. You know, a lot of the shop stewards that are put in there, some of them will come in there and they just want it so that they're able to, kind of get over on management, get their days off, etc. But if you're one of the good ones, then please continue to be the good one. But don't knock me because I'm spitting truth, because you're the good guy. If there was every single one was the good guy, perfect. We wouldn't be talking about it. But the ones that are not, they need to go and they need to be moved out. Go back to craft, just do your thing, and don't take advantage of the fact that you have some power. That's what I mean by that. And if you're offended by it, two T's in a bucket, fuck it. Those that get offended are usually ones that apply it to. It's time to change the culture. And those that don't want the change are usually the ones that are complacent. And we all know that complacency is the enemy of progress. And there's only one way to move forward if you want to progress is by moving the old out, the old guard out, and bring the new guard in. That doesn't mean kick them to the curb, but if they don't align with today, things are different today than they were 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. We got to understand that. And if you're not moving with the times, then it's time to let someone else step in. There's nothing wrong with that. Example, me with my generations that I got behind me. My son, I had him at a young age, so he's not too far behind me, but we still don't align. My thoughts are not his thoughts. My future thoughts are not his thoughts. My today thoughts are not his thoughts. And that's the oldest one. And then they stagger down. They don't align with the next generations. So I got a true leader is going to take everything into account and not just think about the ones that have been there for 15 to 20 years, or the ones that have been there 20 to 25 years, or the ones that have been there from 20 to 30 years. No, you got to look at the ones that have been there from 1 year, from the day they start up to the 30 years. You have to keep that in mind and try to. Very difficult because the new generation sucks. But you got to try to figure out a way that all of them can work. I don't remember who I was talking to, but they said that the old generation needs to embrace the new ones. Take them under your wing. Say, come here, young buck. I'm gonna do my country thing. Come here, you young buck. Let me learn you something there. Yeah, come here. You're doing that wrong. That's how the old talk. You're doing that wrong. Embrace them. Show them the right way. But if you don't want to embrace them and show them the right way and give them some know-how and some goodness, then you're not the one to be there. I'm gonna say it one more again. A true shop steward, a true leader is gonna tell them when you're wrong. Hey man, you fucking up. What is you doing? I know they told you 4 times to make sure that you have your seatbelt on. I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna let you know. You do it next time. I'm not gonna fight as hard for you. That's what we pay you for. I don't give a fuck. They doing this because that's the rules that we set forth. You do it, I'm gonna fight for you. But if you screwing up and you continually screw up, I'm gonna put you in your place. That's what true leaders do. You do it to your own kids. You don't just allow your kids, and our parents did it to us. They don't just allow our kids to be reckless, right? They don't. So we look into the people that we put in place to be leaders, not complacent. And if you want to be complacent, get the hell on. Get the hell on. That's why y'all got this 1.3, 1.4, 1.5%. Because of complacency. I was waiting to see that Renfro was going to be the new postmaster general out this motherfucker. He was going to talk about, fuck them carriers, I'm the new postmaster general. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, let me go back in here. 32 years with less than 3. F this place, ouch. Most table 2, some of the old heads don't have patience. You ain't lying. Shit, I ain't got no patience. If you want to be a runner, just become a T6. There it is. Beers for everyone. I know that I don't drink beer. It gives me gas. Oh, man. E step A, step double A, gone. That's it. Oof. Y'all crying for Mondays. Quit or retire. Oh. My steward says UPS does more work? Really? Wow. Wow. UPS does more work. I think they do a lot of physical work. I ain't gonna knock them, those are brothers in brown. Can I buy a new motorcycle? Oh, no, depends on your credit. I know I'd be a horrible shop steward. I hate how some carriers disrespect the union. Well, give respect, get respect in return. Sometimes the toxic culture here has been so toxic for so long that no matter who goes in place, they're still going to disrespect you. And for those that don't know, and I put my business out there, ain't no big deal. I tried my hand in a supervisor role for a little while. I was still doing my videos. I was keeping it 100. They ain't like that. But and I got along with all my truck drivers. I was in my craft. It was great. When I first walked in and I was like, look, man, they put me in here. Let me try this out. Man, them truck drivers gave me the business. They gave me the business. No matter who steps into a role, they give you the business. So the culture is so toxic with the workers already. It's like embedded in us. Our mind is like, fuck management, no matter who the managers are. And that is because of the culture and the whole toxicity that we've been going through. Um, and I did my thing for a little while. It just wasn't for me. I was doing videos here. Y'all saw me and you're like, hey Jay, you look like you. Whatever. I stayed my role though. I took care of my people. I felt like I was better fitted to deal with new people. And that's why I took the role that I'm in now. Just so y'all know behind the scenes, I enjoy dealing with new people because dealing with my regulars sucks. New people come in wanting to work, right? Until they get in here, then they get toxified. So it's easier for me to transition the message and get my point across, help them get in the door, show them the right way, and then off they go. So that's where I'm in. I'm more into teaching and safety. That's kind of my thing. But as far as what we were talking about with the unions, if you get if you've always had a bad shop steward experience, a bad union experience, no matter who floats in there, people are going to try to disrespect them because that's what they're accustomed to. But you have to, whoever steps into those roles has to say, you know what, I'm going to put my wall up. I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to show you more than I tell you. I'm here for you. But y'all got to give me a shot. Give me a chance. I'm going to work with you. But you cannot sit there and you can't just call me the bad guy because that's how you feel. I understand we've been going through negative for a long time, but things are changing. They have an excellent, and I mean an excellent supervisor of transportation in there now. Excellent. He used to be a truck driver. The drivers love this man. I've never seen my fellow truck drivers respect somebody so much like they respect this man because he earned it. There was a little resistance initially. Set the rules, take care of them, they take care of him. It's how it's supposed to be. Management's supposed to be able to coincide and coexist with the craft employees without clashing. So a lot of the people at work now, they don't come in there with stress. They know what they got to do and they go home. He's just there to sit behind the desk, do his reports. They don't bother him. He don't bother them. Hey, I need you to do a little extra work. This is what we got to do. Boom, bah, boom, boom. And it's easy because of the way he delivers his message. Unfortunately, a lot of your supervisors don't know how to deliver the message correctly. And if you don't like it, step in, change that culture, whether it's a supervisor role, whether it's a union role. We got to change it. Y'all got to infiltrate from within. I'm going to tell you what it is. Supervisors are not the enemy. Bad supervisors are. Got that? Supervisors are not the enemy. Bad supervisors are. Management isn't the enemy. Bad management is. Get it? We have a postmaster in here. I know I'm looking. I know that there's actually two postmasters in here, and there's a station manager, and I see two supervisors in here. Y'all wouldn't know that because they're not the enemy. Bad management is the enemy. And if you got bad management, step up. Write your KSAs. Get in there. Get in there. My supervisors is cool as I was lucky. I got some cool ass supervisors now. I'm like these guys, very friendly, on point. I screwed up once. They were like, "Look, man, what you doing, dog?" I was like, "Oops." And that was it. That was it. Um, but y'all could do that. A lot of you have the knowledge to get in there. You don't like what you see? Get in there, change it. You see me? Listen, I'm not going to hold y'all up very much more. I'm sure that there are other content creators that are going to talk about this. Out of due respect, everybody is entitled for an opinion. Unconscious thoughts. I big that man up because he's extremely intelligent. He's young and he's very excited. A rebel. I like that. But there was somebody left a comment that said he was a clown. He's not a clown. He's passionate. There's nothing wrong about being passionate. Saeed, y'all were clowning him because he coughs. I told y'all last video that he has allergies. I actually spoke to him, told him how to, you know, void that out of his videos. Got to take a little bit of time. Um, People sitting in front of a camera, this is not easy. Getting the information and translating it and leaving an open forum for y'all to connect across the country is not easy, but we're trying our best to do it for you. You see me? Mailman Derek, he's just an angry man. We got to do something about that guy. We got to buy him a Boston beer. just, just messing with y'all. But everybody tries to give information from their own perspective. You all have your own perspective. We're entitled to have our own perspective. And for those that are out there in Mailman Derek's office that are bitching and moaning because he put y'all on Front Street. He said 80% of my office, they steal time. He said it. So what? Get over it. He said a couple people's out there fighting. So, so they in there mad at one man because he's talking about real shit that goes on inside of his station. He didn't say no names. He said it happens. And people were fighting because of it. Go ahead, get in my comment and fight over me. Y'all are some grown-ass people arguing over some dumb shit. He exposed us. Shit, so don't do it. Don't steal time. I made a video about stealing time and he exposed it because he said he wasn't one of them. He not one of them now. He may have been before, but he said it. I say it all the time. There's a lot of people that steal time at my plant. I wish them some bitches would go. I hope he get caught. And those people that work in my plant, just let it be known. I was talking to the inspectors the other day. You don't believe me. They got a picture of me talking to the inspector on APWU website because they were taking pictures of the sneaky bastards. And I was talking to them. And to the people that work in my plant, just know the inspectors be at the plant overnight because y'all badass overnight crew sitting in the parking lot 3 or 4 nights a week. So go ahead, keep smoking your weed. Keep sneaking out. They just building a case against you. I said it, 2 T's in a bucket. Y'all are ones that's messing it up for the good workers. Go ahead, get mad. I'll wait. I ain't got no watch on. I'm putting it all out there. You see me? I put it all out there. Whose side are you on anyway, Jay? I'm on the side of truth. That is. Angry mailman. Who? Sorry. All right. Renfro negotiated drinks. Listen, I try not to comment on that because alcoholism is real. It's a real problem. Um, we don't like to joke. Hmm. He has an issue. He dealt with this issue. Y'all found out about its issue. It's not to throw that back up in somebody's face. If somebody overcame drugs, you don't throw back up in somebody's face. Yes, it directly impacted you, and you can say this affected us from here on out. But that's a serious thing. That's an illness. Alcoholism, drug abuse, cell phone texting, TikTok, they're all sicknesses. See how I try to bring it down, bring it back up. But seriously, I don't care for Renfro, but that's not, that whole throwing shit up in somebody's face like that. No, none of us are perfect. So I don't have an alcohol problem. I got a lot of goddamn alcohol over there, but I don't have an alcohol problem. But just out of respect for that, he may be a lot of things, but get it? You see that? The hands? Get it? All right. Eli, don't be giving them my goddamn email no more. It's killing me, man. My email is full. I have an issue. I sleep too much at work. I know that's right. Renfro liking KKK post on Twitter. What? Don't do that. Mm, mm. I'm drinking right now, but I'm not negotiating for 240,000 people. I'm not saying anything's wrong with drinking. I'm not saying anything's wrong with, doing whatever y'all do on the side. But when somebody has an illness and they're working their way to overcome it, I don't think anybody in my chat has one person that they don't know personally that has not been through one of those programs. It's not easy for them. Real life is charged. Yeah. I work my 8 hours and leave. Do you like the post office? Um, I do. I do like the post office. Um, and I'll tell you why I like the post office. It's interesting. I like the post office because of this. Y'all can't see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at my screen with a bunch of people in it. Y'all have kept me level-headed. Y'all hear me raise my voice and lower my voice. It's a tactic that I use simply to keep your attention. Um, but going through things that I've gone through in my personal life, it keeps me engaged. I'm learning from what you guys talk about, from your guy that, what he does and I learn from everybody. I'm always ready to learn and observe. So dealing with different people around the country, this is great. I'm learning, I teach people. I came into the post office with a craft as a truck driver. So it's helped me. I'm able to stay local and I'm able to do what I do. It's helped my family personally because people in my family now work for the post office. Um, I've made a bunch of connections around the country. So yes, the post office works for me. Financially, it does. I think personally, I joined the post office too late. I'm playing catch up. So I wish I would have started sooner. I wish I didn't leave because I left for a couple years. Would I do it all over again? I would have did it all over again earlier. Me. So that's just me. Ooh, what am I reading here? Recreational, give me your email again. Alma. My email, Alma, is finesse316@gmail.com. I believe somebody put it up there for me. Eli. Put my email up there. It's finesse316@gmail.com. Give me J email so I can send them funny post office memes. I have filled postal inspector charges in crazy here. I like the post office because it's an easy job. I don't know about easy. Shit. I love my job, but I hate the politics. Yes. It became political. I don't want the politics on the channel because if y'all don't speak about who you voted for, it's amazing. All of you guys want the same thing. Most of y'all want the same thing, but you have no idea who each other voted for. And if you go out and you rally together, you wouldn't know who each other voted for. Politics divides you, and y'all are so much alike. So for those that keep trying to leave comments in my comment section, I believe York guy may have tried it well. Trump's name, Biden's name, all the past presidents, if you try to leave their name in a current comment, YouTube is going to pull it and put it behind the scenes. So I'm not deleting it. I have it set like that. So I try my best to keep the politics out of it. My channel, I could do that. Yeah, we should grab some beer. Yeesh. Politics and religion. This is true. Please, these things needs to be exposed. An attorney and everything. What are we talking about? I'm gonna be in Marita Beach. Madeira? You're all fired. There it is. Renfro. There it is. He fired everybody. God damn it. Mm, 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 mm. We all fired. That's it. He left his comment right there. Done. Is the post office doomed or what? Oh man. Y'all funny. The man himself. I want to see if I can actually share. I want to share something so y'all could see. I don't know if y'all would be able to see this. Just bear with me. I'm going to try and turn my camera around. I don't know if it's going to block it out. Let's see. Yep, blocked it out. Y'all can't see it. So, give me a second. Gonna stop the video. I'm still here. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. All right. So for those of you that see this, this is YouTube Studio, right? Right there. YouTube Studio. Right here, this is my YouTube Studio. Look at this. Y'all can see that, right? So, y'all say that Jay be gaslighting. Look, YouTube gives me all of my titles right down. And it gives me, look at that, thumbnails. When y'all say Jay be gaslighting, it don't be me. It's YouTube, man. Right there. Right there. So, just for clarity, got that? Got that. And I know somebody was asking me how to find this. Let's see if we can get our background back. Boom, there it is. Y'all watching stuff live. That's how we keep it 100. Learn something? Learn something there? You thought we were really smart? No, I'm definitely not smart. Definitely not smart. AI and technology. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. It does it for you. It knows the type of content I do. It gives me my titles. You saw something right behind the scenes. So when you be like, Jay, you be gaslighting. No, that's YouTube gaslight for you. Jay looking like a supervisor. What are you talking about? What? 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 All right, listen. Who's gonna be our new pole master? That me? That me? I'm gonna be the pole master general or the United States of America? One tiny bonus. I'm just reading. Mr. East and da 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 da. All right. Postal family, I'm gonna let y'all get on to watching some other YouTubers that are gonna tell you pretty much the same thing I told you. Some are gonna be angry about it, and some are gonna be confused about it. It's how you feel about it. You make it this far, and you get into regular comments. Try not to argue with each other. Step up. Do your thug dizzle. Become a supervisor. Become a shop steward. Do your thing. All right. This is JH. And y'all have yourself a good rest of your evening. All right. We out.